All right, so y'all, I'm back. Crude Oil Capital second video. Maya back. I'm gonna be going over the 5 pairs that we went over last video. Um, I'm also thinking I could switch it up too. Maybe once we get more interactions and stuff as the company grows, that we'll have individuals who drop the pairs that they want marked up to. So let's just go over those and maybe swap them out. Let's just see how it goes. Probably gotta take my glasses off because of the glare. All right, let's hit up the monthly time frame on AU and let's see what we have. Okay, so this is a complete downtrend, but what I could possibly see is an inverted head and shoulders. And it's all about, not saying it's all about, but the possibility of a setup playing out, right? So if this is the inverted right shoulder, we could hold this, and targets can be like these targets right here. Then we have the higher targets right here, and then up here. This would be a good take profit. But we're all the way down here. This is on a monthly time frame, so we don't want to do too much analysis on the monthly time frame. So for the week ahead, we have this key level taken out, mitigated, then rising back above. And then this wick right here took out all these lows, right? So let's go to the weekly time frame. Because last week we had buys all across the board. And if market respects this, then we can get some type of pullback to buy, right? Let's bring out the fibs for the one time. Let's see here. Okay. And I have 2 different settings for the fibs. One with all the 61.8, 38.2. My stop loss were like the 75 below that point, and I have the quarters for good pricing and stuff like that. So I spoke about this supply and demand being too big in the first video. So on the lower time frame, we had got a smaller smaller point of interest, right? Because all my key levels, point of interest, you want to call it, is simply just the upside candle before the down move, or the downside candle before for the up move, right? But let's get more into it. Zoom in. We have this candle taking out this previous body and wick. So this whole previous candle right here was taken out. And then we have this candle right here breathing back above all these bodies. So that's telling me that the buyers have momentum right now, or have the ability to bring in the momentum once the pullback comes in, and a potential rally, right? And if we don't see this playing out, if any type of bearish formations begin to form, then I'll be aware and I won't trade it, or I'll get in on the opposite side, right? Where we'll see something like this happening if we can find a key level up here maybe. But let's just stick with the buys for right now. So let's go to the daily where I can pinpoint the exact entry to where I would want to get in, because I'm getting in on the wick. I'm trying to catch the wick. You don't have to catch the whole body move, but get in on the wick. So when I'm buying, the goal is to get in when price is low as possible, right? So the lowest point of this candlestick that's going to open, I'm already projecting it to hit this wick right here. So that's where I'm expecting it to come to. And then Monday should get taken out by Tuesday London session 80% of the time. So we'll have that on watch. But this is AU. It's a slow moving pair. So let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, let's take... this has already been hit. Let's just take this off. I don't need it anymore. I wonder if I can get a smaller point of interest from this point right here. Look at this supply and demand, both of these. Let's see. One rise up, one rise up. Okay. What'll be the perfect sales is if the market, you know, whatever, breathes back below this, retest it, and then drop. I'm getting in for the sales if this happens, right? But let's just stick with the buys right now. This is the next highest key level right here, in confluence with the weekly level. Confluences, bro. For me, at least. Let's hit the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what that's about. Oh yeah, because we didn't clear all of this. Come on now, that shit was fire. Okay. Let's see what's the 61.8. Are we on it or what? Okay, the 61.8 is right here. I'm going to also mark on the 38.2 as well, because what you can often see happen, whether it happens or not in this case, is when the price does hit the 61.8, it hits the 38.2 and then it rallies, right? So for example, market rises up, hit the 61.8, back down to the 38.2, and then the shift, right? The impulse leg. So let's see. We can take the fib off now. Let's do the 2-hour time frame. Just delete that. Delete the markings that you don't need, because you don't want to have analysis paralysis. For real. Let's hit the 45. Back and forth. Let me go back and forth really fast. Okay, yeah. What would be even better is if the 4-hour time frame can reach the low levels of the stochastics. Then we'll have room to get in on that leg, right? We'll have confirmation to get in on that leg. Every time we mark up, not forgetting to put on the separators. That's key, that's key, that's key. Okay. $30-minute time frame. Let's delete these. Okay, going into the new week. What we can see happen, this high right here gets taken out, which is Friday's high of the week. Okay. So what we would also want to see is where is price going to open? Right here, right here. We just never know when that is going to be, right? Okay. So as the market begins to open, today is Sunday. The market should be open in a few hours, in 2 or 3 hours. You don't have to trade Mondays. You let Monday do what it's going to do. And then we can see Tuesday take out Monday's high. Even this high right here, which is last week high. And then we can see the sell-off to hit the pullback that we want to get in on, right? Because we want to get in on the pullback. We want to get in on the wick. If we're buying, we want to get in on the lowest price point, right? For the move on up. It is not just going to be all straight up like this. We're going to have some type of structure being formed. whether something looks like this, so on and so forth, right? I don't want to necessarily just plot on the exact sell limit because the market hasn't even opened yet, right? This is just very wide range of how I can see it playing out, okay? So something along these lines playing out. Let me see something else. I do want to mark this 38.2 on right here. This might be an even better level to buy it on. But we'll just have to see. But I'm expecting the buys. I'm expecting the buys. And then say this whole week is a sell-off. That's fine. That's perfect because on the end of the week or next week we can get the pullback to shift downwards, okay? So that's AU. Let's go to the next pair. What's this? EURCAD. Okay. Let's go to the monthly time frame. Let's see what it's about. This is such a pair like Euro GBP. I'm more familiar with GBP than EURCAD though. And you know, one popular trading rule, never trade in the middle of a range. For an example, this price is stuck here, you want to buy. You want to sell. You want to sell at the top, and of course you want to buy at the support or the low. You don't never want to get in the middle of the range, right? Because you don't know what it may do. So always the top and the bottom. But in this case, this is the monthly time frame. So you can catch little moves, within here. But right now we are in the middle of consolidation. Let's go. Just to give perspective on that point right there. This is the weekly fill, this small point of interest right there. Let's mark that on. As for the daily, let's see what it looks like on the daily when we get there. Okay, one thing about EURCAD in this range, this current candle, yes, it reached down here, it rose back above, even crossing or breathing above this wick right here. Let me see about this wick. So it is slightly below that wick. What about these? And it's right on the bodies of this. Since we have been in a downtrend for the whole month, I would just continue to just sell it. Continue to sell it. I do want to delete this. I don't need it anymore. I'm stuck within this range and this range. If it breaks this one, we're going to this one. If it breaks this one, we got to cross this barrier first. So this is the one I want to apply on. $38.2 is within this point of interest. Let's mark that on as confluence as well. I'm gonna even make it, that's like a big point of interest. Let's do this one, maybe this one right here. Let's go back to see how it looks. I know it seems big, but once price play into that, I'm either looking again and again, inverted head and shoulders, the fourth head, like all those confluences hitting. It happens time and time again, bro. So some type of hit. Whether that be the hit to roll over or whether this be the hit to roll over, we're going to look for the shorts. AUDUSD for the buys, EURCAD for the sales. I do want to mark up those separators though. Timing is key in the market. Just like the universe has timers, so does the market. So if we're looking for that buy, of course we want the stochastics to be high. I mean, if we want to sell this, of course we want the stochastics to be high for the sale. There we go. Hit that 45-minute. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's get the Bollinger Bands out. This is the 50. Look, it's playing right into there. 30, where is it? 30 playing right into there. Yes, okay. That's the 50. Let's get the 20 out. Okay, 45. Okay, let's get the 200. I love the 200 for the entries. They are perfect. Okay. Yeah. Delete that. We can see something like this. And this print right here, this blueprint right here is not set in stone. So once the market get up here, depending on the session, depending on stochastics are high to sell, obviously we can maneuver this around, even move the stops up and down. As long as we have the 1 to 3, then we're fine, right? So that just depends on what the market does. Now let's go to our other pairs. We have Euro USD, the beautiful buys last week. Can we get a rollover? Let's go to the higher time frames and we can figure that out. Let's remove all this. Of course, that goes last for the extra confluences. So the month, well, we have 2 days left for this month actually. So we're looking for some type of pattern confirmation so I could tell that this is heading in an upward direction. But for right now, we've been having sales since January, and this strong pullback though too for this heavy. I think this is to catch people off guard to thinking it's selling. Yeah, until I see the buys coming in like a strong setup, meaning like something like this. So I see that, then I'm still going in for the sales right now. Okay, so let's break down the weekly time frame. Let's draw this on because this has yet to be hit. So maybe this even be our quick targets. A quick target area, perhaps. Let's move this on up. Let's move this down here. Zoom in. This also can get mitigated or hit, however you want to call it. I do want to see. Okay, this is the 38. What about from this point of view? Okay. Let me hit the 4-hour time frame. I do see the buys from this perspective. Some type of push down for the continuation to here. Let me go flip it again. From the 4-hour point of view, we have this level. Let me look at the daily again. Oh, okay. So for the daily time frame, I can expect price, since price has already dropped below these wicks right here in this body. So it's breathing back below here, even below the weekly level right here. So I can expect some type of slight pullback to drop to this level right here. What I mean by only catching half of the week's move, you can literally catch just that. So if the market does, come back up here, get us in, activated, we're in the sell limit. Once price gets to this point, we're done for the whole week, right? Even if the market does something like this and you could have got in, you already caught the main move. Well, not the main move. You already caught your move of the week. And if you do see it, you can split up your risk, right? So if you get in for the sell, that completed, you can get in for the opposite direction, placing the other percentage on there. So if you usually risk 1%, only risk 50% right here. Then once the buy setup presents itself, place the other 50% on up for the buy. This is what I'm seeing so far, though. Is that sell. Let me place the lines on there. Also do want to mark this on just in case price play around that area as well. So we can have some type of setup play out right here. I'm gonna keep it how it was, but I'm just gonna keep it in mind. Let's bring out the Bollinger Bands. So it still has room to climb. So what we could see is a rise here, stop loss tight, TP down here. So we can have something like this happen. This blueprint right here is not set in stone. You have to what's it called? you have to watch market play out, because from this can go to up here. You never know when London will take out Asia session, right? And then, you know, stops can change from up here, right? So just be aware of that. I'm not gonna lie, I want to clear this chart. Okay, let's start over. I'm gonna do that one. If it breaks that, then we're gonna rise to this point right here. We mark this low as well because it can target these lows again. I am mindful that this is the monthly time frame, so I might even delete this one once we get on the weekly. Let's go on there now, and then let's plot those separators on really fast so we can have them when we get to the 30-minute time frame. Okay, so we do have this mitigated, so we can rise to this next key level up here, which is also kind of in confluence, just a little bit off. I would like to do half of the wick and then the body. So if we have these buys, even though Euro USD is a sell, we could see that Euro USD rises up more and then rolls over. But for right now, let's see if we can get shoot, I don't like the way that I love that this candle rose above this last wick right here. I do love that, but I wish it had more potential to close above this previous candle. But let's see if the buyers will come and step in the market once price gets to dropping down, because I do expect it to drop down to get the little pullback. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's draw on those. Okay, so let's get the 38.2. That can be a potential pullback area, which is right here. 38.2. We can see the market pullback there to rise to. This seems a little off, I know, because this would be a more, hold on. I know this seems really big because we just dropped from the daily to the, weekly to the daily. And on the daily time frame, these two key levels presents itself. That one, and then also this one. But this one right here is very close to this weekly level right here, which is good. And it did get hit, so I'm not even gonna plot that on. I'm just gonna like be attentive of that, or just be knowledgeable of that, and then we can go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, it's just yeah. So I would want to see this reach down here, and then maybe hit the little buys on up. That way we have the left, the head, and then a potential right shoulder, inverted right shoulder, to go on up to the next point of interest that we have. Let's start from this high. From this high, the 61.8 is in that key level. Let me make sure that, hold on. Okay, yeah. See, I draw my key levels on differently depending on the candlestick. And see, with this candlestick right here, the wicks, this wick is much larger than the little small body. So it's like I want to target 50% of the wick in a sense, right? Let me see. Right, would be included in the box still. I can put it to right there. So our first target would be up here, and then if it exceeds this, then it's going to this one on here up until then. this is what I have for GBPUSD. Let's make it even more specifically if we can get the little buy limit going. 30-minute time frame. Yeah, the stochastic would definitely need to be low. Let's get this long position out. We could see the market do something like this. Remember, this can change once the market, you know, comes down, whatever. We have to monitor it, right? Because these levels can change. I could have the buy limit right here for right now because the market hasn't even opened. But when the market open, it can drive. We can get price to be as low as possible before we get in for the buy. So of course the stop loss will have to be adjusted, right? But once you're in for the long run to this to the TP. Until the TP is hit. First here, then so on and so forth. These are the long-term TPs. But for the Pacific execution, remember 50% of the way up, take the partials. However much you would want to take. So that's that. Let me just put that right there. I do see a little small level right there that can get hit and activated as well. So let's get out the Bollinger Bands just to confirm. Look, that's perfect. This is the 200. Yeah, I love the 200, so I can definitely see it coming down somewhere, and then boom, TP hit. Let's go to here. Okay, let's go here. Okay, I like that. 200. I mean, from the 200 to the 20. Okay, 45. Okay, 50 on there. That's the last one. Okay, I love that. Yeah, the TP is definitely going to be up here. Okay, this is the last pair. We have USDJPY. As you can see, this played out so perfectly fine. Like, sheesh. What? 350 something pips. Like, bro, this junk was crazy. That done played out. And remember I said once the lines get played out, obviously have to update them, right? But since this was a big move, I would just personally chill out for this pair. But if you just want to be that risky, I can mark it up. All right, so we have the highest point right there. We have delete this. Can we get a potential pullback? Huh? Can we get that? Let's see if the market does pull back to the 38.2. I do want to keep these lines the same though. Let's draw one above. This will be my next target. If price does want to continue bullish, let's remove this one. Let's put it. No, we'll keep it the same. What I had it right there. We'll keep that the same. And if it does get hit, then that's when I will update it. Let's draw on the separators. Weekly, let's hit the daily time frame. Let's do the same thing for the daily. Okay. Just delete that. This really is a no man's land. So I will only get in for the buys once again once price does some type of pullback, right? So let's go to the 38.2 is somewhere right there. Like this. So I wouldn't want to get in personally until the market hits some type of key level. There are no key levels hit for me right now. Even I will wait until Tuesday, London session, to see what this market wants to do. Okay, now let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Okay, that's more like it. Yeah. I knew I made a mistake. Okay, so even the 15, sheesh. I will wait until price gets to this point. I will wait until price gets to this point to take the buys. Whether the buys be from this point all the way to the next TP, or will it drop down even further for the pullback and give us this, right? So those are my two perspectives on USDJPY. So we have buys for USDJPY. Next we have GBPUSD. We have buys as well. And then EURUSD, we have the sales. So we have to be cautious of those two correlating pairs. Be cautious because EURUSD can take out these lows and then go to the next point of interest, right? Let's see how that plays out because this sell can be so nice. Then next we have EURCAD. EURCAD, I have it for the sales since we're in an overall downtrend. Nothing special, you know. And then we have AUDUSD for the sales. For the sales until this point, and then we have the buys on up. For AU, GU, and EURUSD, it's around the same template, right? We have a drop and then we have a pump. That's it for this session. This was number 2. We'll see what we get when I do the midweek analysis or update, not analysis, but the update for these pairs, probably Wednesday, Thursday. I'm finna check out, take what you need and discard the rest, bro. You know, find your own style with trading. Become creative with this. Like, you are a creative person. Take what you need and discard the rest. Remember, it's never really right from wrong, but right from left.